The ability to see beauty everywhere. I remember the day that I wrote about beauty appreciation as a quality of higher consciousness, as the highest representation of emotional health that you can have. The ability to see beauty anywhere and to source your life from its presence in virtually anything. We were in Lourdes, and in the morning we went to an English Mass where all of the people who spoke English showed up at 9 o'clock. And all of the people, my wife and all of the others that were there in Lourdes, were standing there listening to the priest from Ireland give this morning Mass in English for St. Bernadette. And it was pouring rain that morning. And by that night, during the procession, it cleared up. It was so magnificent. But that morning, and it seemed fitting, since this woman materialized this healing water, that we be in the rain. I don't know, there was something that just felt right. And everybody, all of the people kept coming over to me with umbrellas, and all of them kept telling me, oh, isn't it a shame that we have to come all the way here and stand here in the rain? And I kept thinking, it's so magnificent. Just get away from me with your umbrella behavior. Enjoy the rain. And the day that I wrote about John Keats in Wisdom of the Ages, about beauty appreciation as one of the 60 qualities of self-actualization and how to apply it in your life, I read all about his life. He was called the greatest poet of the 19th century by the Britannica. The greatest poet of the 19th century, the greatest Victorian poet. And he wrote a poem called Ode on a Grecian Urn. And in that poem he says words to this effect: when death shall this generation waste, thou shalt remain amidst others' woe. This thou, this eternal thou. And he concludes that observation with these words: beauty is truth, and truth is beauty. That's all you need to know on earth, and all there is to know. Do you know that John Keats died at the age of 25? 25! Imagine what passion he must have felt in his heart. Imagine how important it must have been for him to be detached from other people's thoughts about what he should be doing with his life. And he would sit down and write over 4,000 beautiful poems. And pass away at the age of 25, and his brother passed away at 22 or 23. Independence of the good opinion of others, detachment from outcome, appreciation of beauty, living with passion. That's emotional intelligence. It's 100,000 cycles per second. And every time you find yourself in a place where someone is attempting to bring you down into fear, into worry, into anxiety, into stress, by contaminating your energy field with their story or with their attempts to make you feel guilty, or their idea of you should really be upset because I am too, or whatever it is that you are being exposed to in your life, you have the option at that moment to just say to yourself, but what you think of me is none of my business. And I have to be in a place where I can emotionally stay strong regardless of whether or not anyone out there thinks that I should be reacting in a different way. That's 100,000 cycles per second. And you know something? After a while, it isn't something that is anxiety producing. It isn't something that people will dislike you for. As a matter of fact, people around you will begin to respect you more. Because people respect strength, not weakness. Power versus force. When you become empowered, you are respected. People will want to know more of how you're able to be that way in the face of such things. And you begin to see everything in a different light. Everything. And the same bewilderment can be experienced and enjoyed and processed in the city, and in your home, and in your bedroom, and sitting on your couch, and in your car, anywhere. You can look for the beauty, you can look for all of the miracles that are around it, or you can be looking for all the things that are wrong. And again, it's if you put your attention on what's wrong, then your energy goes down. If you put your attention on the problem magnifies. If you put your attention on the solution, on what is right, and what you love, and how phenomenal this moment is, that will be your experience of life. And the great masters go through life and see everything like that. As Whitman said to me, every cubic inch of space is a miracle. You don't look for miracles. You live one.